The first time I probably sold any drugs was still when I was in high school. It was probably a friend, a neighbor, something like that. You don't just go walk around the streets and try to find somebody that's looking for drugs. You know a guy. Hopefully it's somebody you trust, and you're able to embark on a relationship, which oddly enough becomes a family of sorts. It's a very broken family, but no more broken than the family that I felt like I was coming from. I was about 11-ish when my parents decided that they were going to get divorced. In high school, I had began smoking cigarettes, smoking weed, drinking, and experimenting with hallucinogens and other things, and I just didn't feel like I had direction. I didn't feel like I had motivation. I had began patterns and habits that were not just going to go away. After high school, I had convinced myself that my future, my career was going to be in music. That's what I was doing. Recording, writing, creating my own music, and getting out and performing and having some successes. I was rapping. I was a rapper. I'm a drug dealer by day. I'm a rapper by night. I was on the verge of truly beginning to get some music on radio, get some radio airplay. I was networking with industry artists that have sold platinum albums. None of these things were making me happy. No amount of, using drugs, no amount of being able to provide drugs for others, no amount of success with what I was doing musically. I just started picking up a couple different books that people had gifted me, spiritual stories that were very encouraging. I just began wrestling with it, reading scripture, trying to understand it, being compelled that I had to surrender. It was a day-by-day process where I was literally on my knees, often in tears, saying, God, take this life. I want to surrender it to you. It finally culminated in a moment where it was like I laid my life down and I felt God actually lift that burden off of me. I felt like whatever had been enslaving me, whatever had been holding me back and holding me down and keeping me away was gone. So I've been on staff at Elmbrook now for almost 5 years. I really felt convicted that, God had led me to this place and opened up the door for me to put my talents. I was learning a lot incredibly quickly and being stretched to challenge myself. I would say the most difficult part of the job is actually constantly being in relationship and maintaining a team of people. In production, the volunteer pool that you're working with really is a big family. And you have to culminate relationships in a way that values that. You are continually asking people to give significantly of themselves. It really doesn't do you any good to have a technical system that's in great shape and have family of volunteers that aren't. I met my wife working here. She actually had reached out to me to co-lead a life group. Over the next month or two, really, we started to talk a lot, and it became very apparent that there was an interest. We started leading that life group in April of 2016. We got engaged in October, and we got married on New Year's Eve. Months later, and we're pretty close to giving birth to our first baby, who will be a boy. It's crazy, dude. I got home last night and I put my hand on her stomach and the baby's moving around. And I'm just like, this is unreal. If you had told me a couple of years ago that somehow God was going to take a broken, disheveled drug addict and turn his life around and provide him with an incredible wife and a child, all in a short period, I would have told you that it's just not possible. We have no idea the good things that he has in store if we just learn how to surrender ourselves and how to live obediently and try truly to lay ourselves down for his cause. you.